This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Kia ora, good evening, I'm Melissa Barton. Disturbing video footage has come to light of a North Island greyhound trainer using live rabbits as bait during training sessions with his dogs. Despite allegations of live baiting in New Zealand, it was business as usual when the Southland Greyhound Racing Club held 15 races as Invercargill's in Ascot Park today. While no one was prepared to speak on camera about the allegations, one experienced industry insider spoke off camera. He believes the temptation to use live animals as bait when training greyhounds was a no-brainer when it was possible to eventually earn millions in prize money. He also says New Zealand is conflicted in hosting rabbit culling shoots but also keeping rabbits as pets. After the practice of live baiting was exposed in Australia recently, the sport of greyhound racing came close to being banned in that country. An Australian who reached speeds of up to 120 kilometres per hour on a 30k per hour restricted speed zone last week, causing Fulton Hogan road workers to be pulled out of the way, has lost his licence for 15 months. Managing Director Stephen Anthony James Pinter was also fined $800 for failing to stop for police who had activated lights and sirens, and $1,500 for reckless driving on December the 5th. Police abandoned the pursuit due to the danger to the public. Judge Brands Geeson said it was a bad decision to drive when upset and suggested in future he went for a walk. And dogging the steps of our earlier story on live baiting of greyhounds, retired racing dogs enjoyed a big day out at a fundraising charity walk in Dunedin on the weekend. Roselle LeBone has more.
These lucky dogs got an early Christmas present at the weekend, the chance to go for an extra long walk and to make new friends. Hundreds of canines attended the Dunedin Dog Walk for charity, held at John Wilson Drive, to raise funds and collect food for animals in need at Christmas.
It's a good cause, and yeah, he likes to come to everything. So
the event was organised by Greyhounds as Pets NZ and Dog Rescue Dunedin. Organisers say it's a seasonal reminder that not all pets are as loved as the ones on this walk.
This is Annie.
Annie, and
Yeah.
why are you here with Annie?
We're here actually as part of One by One Rescue. So we got invited to tag along with Greyhounds as Pets and Animal Rescue Network and Dog Rescue as well. So we set up to privately rehome and rescue dogs and stuff within Dunedin, but we go as far as Timaru, Central Otago, down south as well.
There's a lot of stuff for, that's charities for people and that, so, but these people have pets as well. So we'd like to help them over Christmas with the food and the rescues, with a bit of funds, donating, for food, desexing and all the veterinary care that they need.
Many pets came decked out in festive doggy decor, and there were prizes for best dressed pooch. Although it was hard to tell who got more out of dressing up, the dogs or their owners. Some disguises were so good you'd be forgiven for thinking Santa's reindeer had arrived early in Dunedin. Roselle LeBone, The South Today.
One person has been killed and 2 others injured in a crash on the west coast this afternoon. Police said the 2-vehicle crash occurred at Ruatapu on State Highway 6 south of Hokitika shortly after 12 p.m. The driver of one of the vehicles died and 2 other people sustained moderate injuries. Diversions are in place while the serious crash unit investigates. Wanaka could be moving from a 1 supermarket town to a 3 or even 4 supermarket town in the next couple of years. The developers of the North Lake subdivision are preparing hundreds of residential sections for sale and now believe there is a need for a new supermarket as well. Mark Price reports.
Developers of the huge North Lake subdivision are seeking a private plan change that would allow for a 1,250 square metre supermarket to be added to the development. The Queenstown Lakes District Council, at its meeting on Thursday, will decide whether or not to process that plan change. Currently, Wanaka has just one very busy New World supermarket. Another New World supermarket is on the way for the Three Parks subdivision east of Wanaka. A second supermarket at Three Parks has also been talked about, but not yet confirmed. And now North Lake has joined the rush. In their submission to the council, North Lake's developers claim Wanaka is seriously undersupplied with retail space And the northern part of town, when fully developed, could support 3 times as much retail food space as it is proposing in the plan change. They claim the proposal does not undermine the Wanaka CBD or 3 parks. As well as more retail space, the North Lake developers are including in the plan change provision for a retirement village. I'm Mark Price for the South Today.
Still to come on the South Today, a scrub fire hits the town of Clyde.
For all your news from the southern regions as it happens, go to our Facebook page. The South Today, connecting you with your community thanks to New Zealand On Air.
The University of Otago, an institute of world-class education and the social epicentre of the city, with outfits needed for more formal functions like the ball and for less formal functions like...
The zoo? Are you sure?
Yeah, trust me.
Yeah, Dad, you'll definitely see me. I'm the one in the yellow and blue face paint and the onesie in the zoo.
At the Otago SPCA, our role is to make sure that all animals in Dunedin and the Otago region are being looked after properly. Otago SPCA offer a haven for animals in need and adoption opportunities for the community. We appreciate your interest and support. For help and advice, we're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you have any concerns, give us a call.
They're part of the family, and like us, their health begins with what they eat too. So give them Radical Dog, made in New Zealand from all natural ingredients and real tart cherries, so it's high in antioxidants. It's a 3-in-1 superfood, giving them energy, flexibility and a healthy coat. With no fillers or nasty preservatives, they love them. It's the treat that can work wonders on every dog, no matter what their breed, age or health. Radical Dog, the new generation in dog food.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
Active Interior Design in Mornington are the curtain and blind experts. The team can even advise you on outdoor products like awnings and umbrellas, and will ensure that everything is perfect. For interior design with flair, call Active to book your free in-home consultation or call into the showroom in Mornington.
My Els and I just love coming to Alex Campbell's. That's my favourite shop. I always get good value here, and good boys really deserve good brands and good quality. Look at these tees. Local beaches on some of them too. This is only for the good boys, the old boys, the young boys. What about some bright shorts for the boys? Excellent.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Oh, help! Don't suffer in silence. Call Sunny Chin, Chi Master Body Technician, for structural, muscular, emotional bodywork. Phone 03 4250 606 for all your pain relief.
Gillian's Care. They care for loved ones, families, friends and our community. At a time of bereavement, care and support makes all the difference, and Gillian's know this. They're here for you when you need it most. From advanced funeral planning to a service for your loved one, Gillian's will guide and assist you with your individual choices. Their legendary attention to detail and passion to get it right are second to none. Gillian's, caring for families in our communities since 1962.
What if? That's the question being asked about the future for the Dunedin waterfront. Discover more for yourself by visiting a new display on now at Toitu Otago Settlers Museum. There's information on offer and models that portray the vision. Plus, there are opportunities to share your feedback on the ideas presented. The Dunedin Harbour Vision. What if? See the ideas and designs suggested for the Dunedin Harbour at Toitu Otago Settlers Museum.
While you're relaxing this holiday season, Ready Lawn is available to help you with your lawn needs, big or small. We work so you don't have to. Call Ready Lawn today.
Motor Trade Finance proudly brings you Rural Delivery. A look at the places and faces behind New Zealand agriculture. Tuesday evenings 8:30, repeating Saturday morning at 8. and Sunday afternoons 4:30.
Welcome back. Sunday afternoon saw firefighters battling burning scrub near Clyde. The South Today was on scene.
Firefighters from the area around Clyde were called in around 5 o'clock on Monday afternoon to fight a large scrub fire near the Clyde Cemetery. The blaze was attended by fire engines and a command unit from Alexandra, plus a support unit from Clyde and a fire tanker from Terrace. 2 helicopters helped douse the flames from overhead. This is the third scrub fire the fire service has attended in the Alexandra-Clyde area since the start of November. Rudy Adrian, The South Today.
Moana House is a well-established residential therapeutic community for adult male offenders who want to change their lives. The live-in facility has operated since 1984, and for the past 30 years, men taking part in the program have helped fundraise for the organisation in a festive way.
For the past 3 decades, men on Moana House's rehabilitation program have felled wilding pines around Tapanui to sell in Dunedin. Moana House Kaiwhakahaere, or Program Director Claire Aitken, says cutting and selling Christmas trees means a lot to all residents of the house.
Well, it means that to be allowed into the forest, we've got to have a very, very supportive forestry manager. It's been the same person for 30 years. And it also means that everyone has to get a chainsaw ticket and a current first aid certificate. So it's got which is really useful thing for anybody to have.
Moana House Tikanga Māori advisor, or Potahu, Keanu Aga, says the 30-year work of felling wilding pines to sell as Christmas trees helps the whole organisation. He answers in Te Reo Māori, and his words are a translation of the text which appears on screen.
Kua toru te kautau tēnei kaupapa te whare moana, hoko rākau ana e nei momo paina, hei rākau kirihimete, mā tēnā o te hapori, o ngā kaupapa mahimoni, kohimoni katoa o te tau, koinei pia te mea e tino whai hua ana, o ngā kaupapa katoa i te tau, i etahi tau, ko te rahi o te moni, ka kohia, kei te takiwā o te kaumā rua, te kaumā toru mano tāra. Koira pia te rahi o te moni ka kohia, tau mai tau atu. Hei tāpiri atu ki tērā o ngā kōrero, koinei hoki tētahi o ngā mahi papai, e heke ai te mōtuhi, te tōtā, o tēnā o ngā tāne o tēnei whare.
Staff and residents of Moana House are selling real pine Christmas trees from 401 High Street between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. daily until Christmas. It's the organisation's only major fundraiser for the year. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
South Canterbury residents flocked to Waimate on Saturday for the annual Waimate Strawberry Fair. The South Today, always keen for strawberries, went along for a look.
In celebration of the region's strawberries, food and craft stalls were spread out across Waimate's Seddon Square and Bollard Park. The day included a variety of performances, including musicians and Highland dancers entertaining the crowds. It was estimated that over 5,000 people attended this year's event, which has been run since 1984. Rudy Adrian, The South Today.
Mosgiel businesses were unhappy about an unplanned power fault in the township yesterday. Food businesses say they've lost potential income as they are not able to prepare food.
Mosgiel's Eat and Run remained open for business during yesterday's power disruptions. But owner and manager Kate Godkin says power was unreliable from 9 a.m. in her Gladstone Road store.
Oh, it's affected me badly because I haven't been able to cook any food. So it's been off for about 15 minutes, but we had it off for half an hour earlier this morning. So yes, it sort of stops you from preparing food and cooking food. So it's not very convenient for us.
She says there was no warning from companies that it was going to go out, so she reached out to her supplier.
I didn't find out. The power just went off. And we did ring Contact, that's my supplier for my power, and they just said there was a major fault around and they didn't know how long it was going to take to fix or anything like that.
She could not open the shop's electronic register nor use the EFTPOS machine, and described the event as a real nuisance. Lions company Aurora Energy told the Otago Daily Times a mobile generator would be used to restore power and would remain in place until the original fault was fixed. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
After the break on The South Today, South Canterbury gets a visit from Santa, and we take a look at tomorrow's weather.
My elves and I just love coming to Alex Campbell's. That's my favourite shop. I always get good value here, and good boys really deserve good brands and good quality. Look at these tees. Local beaches on some of them too. This is only for the good boys, the old boys, the young boys. What about some bright shorts for the boys? Excellent.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
While you're relaxing this holiday season, Ready Lawn is available to help you with your lawn needs, big or small. We work so you don't have to. Call Ready Lawn today.
What if? That's the question being asked about the future for the Dunedin waterfront. Discover more for yourself by visiting a new display on now at Toitu Otago Settlers Museum. There's information on offer and models that portray the vision. Plus, there are opportunities to share your feedback on the ideas presented. The Dunedin Harbour Vision. What if? See the ideas and designs suggested for the Dunedin Harbour at Toitu Otago Settlers Museum.
Active Interior Design in Mornington are the curtain and blind experts. The team can even advise you on outdoor products like awnings and umbrellas, and will ensure that everything is perfect. For interior design with flair, call Active to book your free in-home consultation or call into the showroom in Mornington.
For 3 generations, the Kilpatrick family have ensured Jimmy's pies are still world famous in the South Island. Made to an old family recipe, Jimmy's pies have been one of New Zealand's traditional takeaway foods, prepared daily on the premises alongside a range of savouries, sausage rolls and cakes. Jimmy's pies are distributed throughout the lower South Island. Jimmy's pies are sure to satisfy your travelling munchies.
At the Otago SPCA, our role is to make sure that all animals in Dunedin and the Otago region are being looked after properly. Otago SPCA offer a haven for animals in need and adoption opportunities for the community. We appreciate your interest and support. For help and advice, we're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you have any concerns, give us a call.
Gillian's Care. They care for loved ones, families, friends and our community. At a time of bereavement, care and support makes all the difference, and Gillians know this. They're here for you when you need it most. From advanced funeral planning to a service for your loved one, Gillians will guide and assist you with your individual choices. Their legendary attention to detail and passion to get it right are second to none. Gillians, caring for families in our communities since 1962.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
Loss of collagen is the reason for those fine lines and wrinkles. Silberhorn's Collagen Plus naturally supports your collagen levels, giving you younger, firmer looking skin, healthier, shinier hair and stronger nails. Joints, tendons, ligaments and cartilage all benefit from healthy collagen levels, the very foundation of structural health. Support collagen levels naturally with Collagen Plus by Silberhorn. Be quick, buy one now and get a second pack half price. Call now 0800 502 402.
Don't suffer in silence. Call Sunny Chin, Chi Master Body Technician for structural, muscular, emotional bodywork. phone 03 4250 606 for all your pain relief.
Thanks for staying with us. DNA analysis of droppings found on the Whenua Hou have determined they are not from a rat. The Department of Conservation has welcomed the news the island, home of the rare kakapo, remains predator-free. Sharon Rees has more.
The kakapo breeding program on Whenua Hou, or Codfish Island, is in the clear. Droppings found on the island last week are not from a rat, which would have been a threat to the flightless native parrot. DNA testing has confirmed the dropping came from a keriru, or New Zealand native wood pigeon. Department of Conservation Operations Manager Tony Preston praised the quick response of the team deployed to the island. A thorough search of the island for rats will continue over the next week for additional peace of mind. Sharon Rees, The South Today.
The jolly fat man in a red suit visited the Canterbury provinces over the weekend. South Today's Northern Reporters tracked Santa's progress from Rangiora to New Brighton.
It was party time in Kaiapoi over the weekend with the Waimakariri Carnival at Murphy Park, which began on Friday and ran into Saturday. Canterbury rocker Jordan Luck of the iconic band The Exponents was the main attraction on Friday evening, as he and a three-piece band relived some popular songs of the 1980s and 90s, including Whatever Happened to Tracy. The carnival continued on Saturday with 84 stalls and carnival rides filling Murphy Park to the brim. Rangiora's annual Santa Parade along William Street featured Waimakariri Mayor David Ayres offering the mayoral wave before the big fella himself arrived. Also over the weekend, it was New Brighton's turn to officially welcome Santa. Unlike the big Christchurch Santa Parade, which seems to get bigger every year, the New Brighton Santa Parade is relatively small, with locals reporting a laid-back community atmosphere. And Santa certainly thought so, as he went to the beach before mounting a surf boat for the parade. New Brighton has several surf lifesaving clubs, including New Zealand's oldest, so it was no surprise the surf clubs were well represented in the parade. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Phil Somerville. What have you got for us in tomorrow's paper?
Well, the fresh pages tomorrow, there's 3 pages there. There's always a recipe or 2, but the main feature is about an interview with a beauty therapist. So it's that'll interest a fair few people.
I'm sure it will.
I'd be a lost cause. I'd be a lost cause, but never mind.
I'm sure you would, Phil.
Now, not so good. The Mycoplasma bovis, that the cattle problem that started in South Canterbury, it's been found on more properties, including one near Hastings. So it really, containing it's going to be extremely difficult now.
It sounds like alarming news for the industry.
They say that all the properties are still linked to the Van Leeuwen farms in one way or another, but the spread's pretty wide now. Watch the space. It's not looking promising.
No, it doesn't sound good at all.
No, the DCC 10-year plan, more discussions there. Support for the bridge, the new bridge across to the harbour side, from all the councillors. You don't often get that. Do you?
No, that's a big progress for council.
Prospects for big landfill fee increases. That's not quite so hot, is it? And discussion of the central city plans, the $60 million ideas for doing up the central city. They're being debated. Final thing I thought I'd mention today, for Central Otago, the visa conditions for workers for the orchards and the vineyards, they've been loosened already. So that's underway for visitors and for that industry.
Well, that's good news after being hit by some sort of severe weather conditions. Lovely. Thank you for that, Phil. And now it's time for a look into tomorrow's weather.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Silverhorn Collagen Plus.
Looking at the situation, we see a cool southwesterly airflow today and tomorrow with some coastal showers likely, then a return to milder northwesterly winds from Friday. To the southern outlook, Balclutha, Gore and Lumsden, you'll have light southerlies becoming fine and 14 degrees. Catlins, you also reach 14 with light southeasterlies but some showers. To the central outlook, Alexandra light southeasterlies, showers and 14. Queenstown and Wanaka, you also reach 14 with light winds and cloudy. And Tiana, you also have light southerlies becoming fine and 14 degrees for you. To the northern outlook, Oamaru, Amarama, Timaru and Twizel, you're all in for light southeasterlies, showers and 15 degrees. And here in Dunedin tonight, it will be cloudy with light winds with an overnight low of 9. Tomorrow, cloudy and rather cold with a period of light showers around the middle of the day, moderate southerly winds 14 and 9, and mostly cloudy on Thursday too, but dry with breezy northeasterlies 17 and 9. And in Invercargill tonight, cloudy with southwesterlies with an overnight low of 9. Tomorrow, cloud clearing on Wednesday with cool southeasterly winds dying out 15 and 6, and fine and sunny on Thursday with light winds 18 and 11. That's our news for this Tuesday. For the latest news from the southern region, you can follow us on Facebook and at channel39.co.nz. We leave you with another look back at the year that was. Tonight we look at the month of May. I hope you all have a great evening. Take care. Ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.